Yes, I know it looks ridiculous that I'm wearing a beanie right now and it's like neon orange, but it's really cold down here in the basement. It's like 15 degrees outside. I guess the upside is that it keeps the computer and the monitors and the lights and all that cool, but it is sometimes pretty tough when it gets into the deep part of winter working out in the basement. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down how to turn off match coverage with simple motion. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down how to turn match coverage into regular cover 4 zone.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
So you guys know that cover 4 drop is a zone that is probably a little bit easier to manipulate from time to time than match coverage. A lot of players struggle with the concept of match coverage, understanding the rules of the coverage, and trust me, there are a lot of them. If match coverage is something that confuses you and you actually want to learn how match coverage operates to better allow you to beat that coverage or maybe even run it yourself, you guys should head over to gridirongameplans.gg, where I have a game plan dedicated to the rules of match coverage. We're talking quarters, palms, cover 6, and cover 9. We're talking quarters, palms, cover 6, and cover 9, and all of their rules against different formations like twins, trips, press versus off coverage rules, box checks, all kinds of different rules that go into how that coverage works. But in today's video, we're going to show you guys how to dumb it down, make it super simple out of pretty much any offensive formation. I don't want to say any offensive formation, but most offensive formations in the game. So what I'm going to do is on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go ahead and set some audibles in the 2-4-5 odd. We'll go ahead and show you a little quarters. Let's go ahead and run a little bit of palms coverage. Let's go ahead and also put some cover 6 in there and maybe even a little bit of cover 9. So basically with this particular coverage, it is going to play man-to-man when a outside receiver or certain receivers run vertical past a certain landmark. And then they will play zone if their guy does not go vertical. But for a lot of players, beating match coverage is a challenge because they don't really understand who is matching what. And, sometimes they end up throwing blind. So this particular video that I'm going to break down here is going to show you a simple trick that you could do out of, like I said, so many formations. So let's go ahead and start off with just an obscure formation, trips halfback weak. As you can see here, I have 0 calls. I don't even run this playbook. This is the Buffalo Bills. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how this kind of operates. And what you're going to notice first and foremost is that with this particular concept, if I basically put Beasley on a deep in route, if I put right bumper on a curl route, if I put B on a curl route, you're going to have different routes that are going to convert into man-to-man and match these, even though it looks like the play art is zoned. So you see right here how everybody kind of gets matched by a player. For some players, that is tough. They'd rather attack zone than man. So what we're going to do is introduce what is called 4 strong, or I call it the rule of 4. And the rule of 4 is one in which basically match coverage is not equipped in Madden to play match against a 4 receiver side. And that includes running backs and tight ends as well. So when you take a look at this formation, you've got 2 receivers, or basically 2 passing options to the left side of the quarterback. The number 1 is Diggs, the number 2 is Singletary. And then to the right, you've got 3. And number 1 on the right side is Sanders, number 2 will be McKenzie, and number 3 would be Cole Beasley. And what you want to do is you want to utilize motion of any player that you can to create 4 to a side. So with this particular formation, you're going to notice that I can take Mike Singletary, Devin Singletary, and put him to the right side of the quarterback. And this will allow me to then attack this coverage as if it were zone. So if I were to run the exact same route combo here, you're going to see that all of these players that were initially being matched in man-to-man will now basically be surrounded by zone coverage. And that's going to change how you attack in your play. So you see right there that curl that was matched on the previous down is now open because it converts the quarters coverage into cover 4 drop. So when you take a look at this, this is designed to match. But when I go ahead and motion, now what ends up happening is we've got 4 players to one side of the quarterback, which makes this quarter flat play a true curl flat. So basically what that means is that if you can occupy the flat with a receiver, like say McKenzie's already on a flat route, this will then allow you to kind of set up some other manipulations that can better attack zone coverage. So on the right side, we've got a flat wheel combo, which is really, really popular. A lot of players like to throw this wheel as it cuts up. This is a really popular zone beater that a lot of players love against cover 3 and cover 4. You see that we could throw that. Let's go ahead and go into a different formation and kind of continue to show you how this works. If you guys are enjoying this free YouTube content, I would strongly urge you to go over to my strategy website. GridironGameplans.gg is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active, and access to our Discord server, where every single Wednesday, we have a live lab session covering the week's vault content and any questions you guys have about Madden. So make sure you guys head over to GridironGameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. So right here, we've got a tight formation. And the thing about tight formations is that a lot of players like to throw corner routes out of these formations. And what's great about match is that you've got the ability for these outside quarters in match to convert to man on some of the corner routes. So what I'm going to show you right here is an example in which I will attempt to throw a corner route to the inside tight end on the play Bills corner. So with this particular concept, if I go to throw the ball to Dawson Knox, you can expect that match coverage will convert and A will be played man-to-man. And you see that that is picked off by JC Jackson. And that is because we basically have a 2x2 set with the third option in the backfield. However, if I go ahead and switch this up by motioning a receiver across the formation, we have now activated the rule of 4. So with that same route combo in terms of a streak and a corner and a flat, I can now go ahead and change how that outside quarter, JC Jackson, plays his coverage, meaning that if I throw this corner route, he's actually going to end up being open to the sideline. Right there, I took an under pressure penalty, but you will be able to very clearly see that that player was not converting into match coverage. Let me go ahead and motion Beasley again, and we'll set up the exact same thing. So now that I've got 4 receivers to one side of the quarterback, this will basically tell the outside corner, you're playing drop cover 4, you're going to play an outside quarter, and then I can fit that throw to the sideline. You see that very clearly, that was zone. It would look the exact same as if I was playing against cover 4 drop. So keep that kind of image in your head right here as I go and I call the true cover 4. So if I call that same play, which was Bill's corners, and I were to go ahead and just choose cover 4 drop, like out of the nickel 3-3-5 odd, because this is a drop zone and not a match cover 4, I don't need to use this motion. But what you're going to see is that the coverage is going to look the exact same. You're going to see that the streak is going to pull the outside quarter, and I'm going to throw this down an outside corner route to Dawson Knox and toe tap on the sideline. So it works the exact same way. So if you are a player that struggles with match coverage, whether that be quarters, palms, cover 6, or cover 9, all you need to do is make sure that you get 4 receivers to one side of the formation, and that will turn off the match coverage rules for all of those plays. So again, any formation, as long as you can get 4 receivers to a side, it will shut it off. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, be sure to drop those below. If you guys want to learn more, get a little bit better at Madden, go check out GridironGameplans.gg. Again, only costs $9.95 per month, and it unlocks the entire website. That's all the vault updates, all the game plans on the website, and access to our exclusive lab sessions that are in our Discord for the members of the site. Hopefully, I'll see you guys back here on Monday. Our next video will be Madden 101 Volume 2. Cannot wait. I'll see you guys then. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab, and good luck.